distribution. There's some unique challenges to being in the middle of the supply chain.
We need information quicker. We make better decisions if we have good information and we have it on a timely basis.
The Prophet 21 system resides on top of a SQL Server database, so it makes it very easy to get real-time data to provide more solutions and more value to our customers.
There's so much competition in the market today that I think a lot of times, technology is the one thing that we can leverage to give us a competitive advantage.
I think anyone who doesn't keep up with technology at the rate it's going today will be left behind in the global marketplace.
DXP as a whole views technology as a tool in the marketplace to build that edge. We like automating processes, increasing employee productivity. From an IT perspective, I'm certainly looking for where the market's going. I like to stay ahead of the market, and Prophet 21 really gives us the ability to do that.
Activent is a major leader in the distribution software market. I don't think there's any other software company that compares. We've looked at other distributors, have bought other distributors over the last 5 years, have seen the software that they've been utilizing, and it just doesn't even compare to what we do today.
Their customer base is distribution. So when we're looking for solutions, that's the common place to go for the answers. We have confidence that the processes that Activent has built into the system are the processes that we would encounter on a day-to-day basis.
The distributor network gives information back to the development people here. They take it to heart, prioritize it, and the next thing you know, in the next release, some of the things we wish we had, we get.
They're constantly trying to stay ahead of where the industry is going and really try to tailor their software to fit the growing needs of a distributor. Most software companies don't go that extra mile to actually become part of the industry and really set the standard, and I think that Activent has done that.
I found it very refreshing and exciting that there is a company that's focused strictly on supporting distribution. A lot of the other packages that I've worked with, they were always trying to make it fit. It was designed for manufacturing, or it was designed for retail, or it was designed for different part of the supply chain, and we were always trying to figure out how were we going to make it fit our business. And Prophet 21 came out of the box that way, so that's a great thing.
We felt like the SQL database we would be able to enhance that and be able that it would be able to grow with us, and that Prophet 21 itself was tailored towards distribution, and we wanted to be the distribution experts, so we picked a software company that was an expert in distribution.
We've been able to take the Prophet 21 system, and without any extra effort on part of the customer service rep, once they put the quotation into the system, that is automatically sent to the outside salesperson, and what that does is provides perfect communication. So not only does that make us more efficient and effective, that's the kind of tool that really attracts world-class sales professionals to our company.
The consignment features in Prophet 21 have helped us dramatically. Being able to actually track it from start to finish.
We have a lot of consignment with customers, and we actually feel that we can manage it better than we do our own inventory.
With EDI, we are able to electronically receive that information back and automatically update those purchase orders in our system, which will help me be able to not have to put man hours into confirming those purchase orders and updating delivery and pricing.
I think some of the benefits they get out of Prophet 21 are the automated ordering control features. I think without those, we would be spending a great deal more manpower, time, and effort to do forecasting and come up with order points and order quantities.
We're able to purchase what we need without over-purchasing, and it's pretty much automatic. It saves our buyers a lot of time.
We have customers that come to the tool crib windows and they ask for merchandise. We have scanners that we actually capture certain bits of information that the customer is required us to capture, and then we upload that information within Prophet 21 From there, we generate reports that we provide to the customers so they can start managing who's taking what out of the tool cribs.
One of the things that we really want to do within DXP is to get the information at the fingertips to the people who are on the phone with the customer while they're on the phone with the customer. Every time they have to call back, every time they have to send a message later, it just costs us business. And so with those customer master, inventory master pop-ups, it's really accomplished that, and we use it extensively.
It pulls all of the locations for an item into one screen. It pulls the usage for those items. It pulls the replenishment levels for those items. For an inventory management standpoint, that I just tell everyone to use it.
It's real-time data. We've really appreciate being able to close our months out in seconds rather than it taking us weeks. So we've seen a big enhancement there, and our financial people are much more comfortable with the numbers and being able to provide data to management on how we're doing.
The ease of use with which we can train people and bring people on has allowed DXP, I think, to grow at a much faster rate than we've had to grow the organization and handle a larger volume of activity with almost essentially the same amount of people.
Being a Windows-based software, it's cut our training time down in half. The new hires that we bring on instantly adapt to the Prophet 21 software within a week's time.
Recently we gained a contract with Hamlin Castings, a subsidiary of Alcoa. And one of the key reasons that they chose us as their MRO supplier for all of their manufacturing locations across the United States was our reporting capabilities and the fact that we could customize those reports and interface into their system.
We've had customers come in for integration systems where they actually look at us. They're almost interviewing us for a change and wanting to see if we have the capabilities to meet their needs. The most recent customer had IBM as a procurement arm. And so to be interviewed by IBM to see if we had the technology possible, I thought was, exciting and scary at the same time. But yet, we landed the business, got the account, and we're working with IBM integration now.
Recently, we've had a large customer, a 5-site system customer, and we just had our annual renewal with them. They did mention that they were impressed with the way we were able to implement the system. The management of the inventory and the dollars created a $2 million cost savings in the first year, and the transaction was pretty seamless. And our ability to show them their dollars, show them their inventory and where they're spending, created that opportunity.
In the last 2 years, some of the innovation that's taken place here in Houston that we're moving out globally, we simply could not do without the P21 software. And we've been able to outrun a lot of our competitors.
We've had a pretty rapid growth during the last 5 or 6 years, and we've been able to actually reduce our inventory over those time periods. We're able to manage our A items better, and so we actually have a much higher turn rate.
When we got on Prophet 21, we were about a $100 million company, and this year we're almost an $800 million company. And I've gone from 8 branches to 110 branches, and so it's been a neat success story, and Activent and P21 have been a big part of that.
From 2007 to 2008, we basically increased our sales 40%, and we kept overhead stable. So as a percentage of sales, it went down about 2 points. So that's it's pretty significant in a business that typically only takes 2 to 3 points to the bottom line anyhow. So if you can gain 2 points in efficiencies and not having to add head count, then that's a great ROI.
Quantitatively, if you went back and added up all the numbers, I know we easily would have gotten a return within the 2 to 2.5 time frame. When we did our business model, we were looking for a 3 to 4 year payback, and we've exceeded that.
I recommend Prophet 21 to other distributors all the time. I think as a distribution software, it's the best on the market.